Hey guys, we're here at the WP Developer Summit 2012.
Today, for the first time, we are here to preview the next chapter in our Windows story, Windows Phone 8.
The big announcement that we have today is that the future of Windows Phone is about a shared Windows core that's common code between Windows Phone 8 and Windows 8. Windows Phone 8 will support the latest and greatest hardware, i.e. 10, native code developers, support for native NFC, the most complete wallet experience. Windows Phone 8 will include Nokia's mapping technology built in. Windows Phone 8 is ready for business. We're changing the start screen. So I am pretty happy to introduce to you today the new Windows Phone 8 start screen. Exactly, precisely, and deeply personal for you.
We're here with Sam, Ryan, and of course Daniel, the winners of the VIP contest.
It was exciting for me to see Chase having an app coming out soon, something that I've been actively waiting for. So as soon as I saw that tile on Joe's phone, I was very excited.
You know, the Zynga apps coming over was pretty cool. Words a Friend finally on a Windows phone, it'd be a good thing.
I was amazed by the speech recognition and the tap.
Hey everyone at Windows Phone VIP, we're here with the contest winners and of course the man himself, Joe B. And so how did everything going, Joe?
Well, I'm pretty thrilled. I mean, today's a day we've been looking forward to for a really long time. Get some of that Windows Phone 8 news out.
I think we all agree here that we're pretty much speechless and amazed about what just was announced and shown.
There's a lot of capability with NFC that you kind of got into the surface of it, but I just want to know what kind of the future is, what we're going towards with NFC and Windows Phone, kind of how we're going to expand on that.
One of the things that's cool about NFC is that it's this technology where the radio is built in. It wants there to be close contact, so it's sort of this tap your phone to an item in the real world or to another phone or to another PC. And then one of the things that we try to do in the platform, we have this shared core, as you guys all heard about, and I'm sure as you've read about. And there's technology in the shared core so that Windows phones and Windows slates, PCs, can all take advantage of this NFC. So when you ask about the future of NFC, I think certainly we'll see it in most, and at some point, all phones and devices, because the cost is coming down. The other thing that I think will be cool is NFC tags showing up in the real world. So, posters on the wall, pieces of paper like business cards like the demo I showed today. I think it'll become more and more ubiquitous as a way for people to get data from one place to another.
So Joe, one thing that I've been very curious about in terms of marketing, looking at what other companies have done, Apple has marketed the iPhone as basically a smartphone. It's become synonymous with smartphone for many people. The Droid was marketed in such a way to where people come into the store and say, I would like a Droid, please. What they mean is Android. I want an Android phone. And then carriers have marketed 4G to the point where people don't know what it is, but they come in and ask for the 4G's phone. They have no idea what they're talking about, but that's what they want because that's what they've heard in marketing. Right. So I'm curious what Microsoft is doing with Windows Phone to plant those keywords into the consumer's head so they come in and say, I want the phone that does, blank.
Yep. Great question. This year, with Windows 8 on slates, Windows 8 on laptops, Windows 8 on the desktop, and Windows Phone 8 devices all coming out from Microsoft with a similar look and feel, certainly puts us in a position to get the message out in a louder, more powerful, more clear way than we have before. So we're conscious of the fact that the Windows Phone brand hasn't landed in a way that consumers walk into a store asking for it, and we're going to give it another shot this fall, and we'll see how it plays out.
Do you think with the Windows Phone 8 hardware, there'll be more distinction, kind of like with Nokia, bringing color back to the US? Do you think more OEM partners are kind of be going a little bit more designing either with color or maybe different form factors?
I do think that the new shared core and the fact that this shared core has been around for a long time and enables much more powerful hardware, the multi-core devices, the higher resolutions, all of that certainly gives the hardware vendors a richer palette that they can use to create devices. So I definitely think it will be the case that we'll see the range of Windows Phone pricing and capability stretch this fall, certainly on the high end and probably also on the low end.
They're going to do the new start screen with 7.8, and Nokia was showing that there's going to be a few apps that they update and have more user support. Is there anything beyond that that's going to be included in 7.8?
In the context of the platform preview, we showed the new start menu because it's important both from the perspective that it's a new face for Windows Phone 8, but we're also committing that at least that great end user feature will be available to our current customers who are using Windows phones today. We think that it's a technical dilemma for us to go make the platform richer and deeper, to align with Windows, and to deliver all the great hardware support and scenarios that you saw on stage today. And we're certainly going to get that done for new phones. But at the same time, we know there are a lot of people who have been loyal, happy early adopters of Windows phones, and so we created Windows Phone 7.8 to get them what, in my view, is the marquee feature as well. There'll be certainly more news about this as time goes on, when we reveal more of what is part of the whole story. But for now, that's where we're at. I'm curious for all of you, of the things you heard today, which do you think will be the most meaningful at retail?
Really, what sells a customer on a phone is just how it acts in their hand, how it looks, how it feels. So when they walk in and they see that is how the way it looks is so unique and it's so easy to use and so customizable, that's just going to draw a lot of customers in off the bat. That's just going to be a really big thing.
I feel that my customers are definitely going to be looking forward to the NFC support with the Galaxy S3 kind of coming out, and that's kind of one of the major features that they're kind of pushing. Definitely me coming back at them like, you know what, Windows Phone can do it just as well and even better because it has deep link integration. You have your apps talking to each other. It's pretty much the device to have. I mean, I feel like Windows 8 is going to be personality in your pocket. I mean, that's what it shows with the new start screen.
Your personality in your pocket. That's pretty good.
Copyrighted here.
I think the best thing for me was the new way to customize your Windows Phone. Having the adjustable tile size, I think that's really going to bring a sense of customization to the phone.
It's personal. Your phone is not going to look like my phone.
I think the biggest thing for me that I'm most excited about is the support for native code. There's games that they could write for PCs that, with the right hardware on a phone, they could port right over to the phone and you could be playing really high-end games straight on your phone.
One thing we haven't even talked about yet is how easy it's going to be to sell Windows Phone 8. With a simple question, do you know how to use your computer at home? Awesome. Let me show you the phone that complements it perfectly.
Very unique. Great operating system, unlike anything else that's on the market right now.
There is no shortage of genuinely compelling things that we can enable, and it's a little bit like being a kid in a candy store with all the wide range of possibilities. And so for us, the dilemma isn't what great thing will we think of next, it's which of the many ones will we choose from.